guys, today we're going to talk about my favorite porn, which I know is going to be a lot of people's favorite video. I also want to know down in the comments what you guys' favorite porn is. I had to just stop the thing. It's like, oh, you have 10% on your phone. I will finish this vlog within 10% of my phone, fucking hopefully. Anyway, so let's cut to the chase, since I might not have very long to film. And if this cuts off, it's because my phone died. This is not comfortable. This is more comfortable, but looks very weird. Oh well. So I know all of you have preferences, things you don't like to see in porn, things that really get you going in porn, that the stuff that you look for, the categories, stuff like that. And I want to hear what yours is down in the comments, so do not neglect me. I remember when I did my first porn experience video, which you guys can Google to find or whatever. It got a lot of views, and it also got a lot of people telling me exactly what happened the first time they watched porn, so I thought that was really interesting, and I read literally every single comment because I love interacting with you guys in a way that allows me to hear funny experiences, or gets like a psychological profile of like the demographic that watches my videos and stuff, so it's really interesting. Also, I'm holding my camera again, but this time I have it on like this stand that I usually use for the Terra Sex Ed videos. I usually just like stand, like it's like a bendy stand, a little bendy stand, and I'm holding the legs of it, so I'm hoping that my phone doesn't fall on my face. That would be pretty awful for me. Okay, so some things I can't stand in porn. The male porn stars are like 99% of the time like super gross. I think there's only like one that I can even stand looking at, and when they like pan from like the girl up to his face and you have to see his like facial expressions, and if he makes a lot of noise, that's like really awful. And I'm not talking about like grunting, I'm talking about like talking. I don't think men should talk during sex, especially when I'm not attracted to them and I'm not paying attention to them. So like, it's nice to see a dick, and sometimes their dicks are nice, but like them as a whole for some reason is gross. I would rather like substitute in like some guy that I know, even if he's not like hot, like some like cute nerd or something, than like male porn stars for some reason. They're just awful. Also, what is it that I was gonna say? I hate that main guy from Brazzers. He's like British, and he's like usually got really short hair, or he's balding, I don't know, I barely even look at him. But I don't like that guy. Another thing I can't stand in porn is anal or vaginal gaping. Like when you like the dick comes out and then they like hold it open to show you the hole. Like that's totally disgusting to me. There's nothing inside there that I want to see. Please stop showing me that. It's like, yeah, okay, that's something that actually makes me like feel uncomfortable about sex, like with myself even. Like I don't want to see how like the insides is gross. It's like, oh yeah, you like dick? Let me cut this shit open and show you the inside. Let me fucking stretch open my pee hole and show you that shit. I don't fucking like that. Another thing I don't like is really graphic anal. I feel like anal is kind of gross as it is, and it's cool and it's a novelty or whatever, but like watching hardcore anal is like not my favorite thing. I like DP, so like something in the ass and something in the vagina, but if it's just like anal and it's really like lubey, gross, like ugh, that can be a turn off. Not always, but sometimes. And it depends on the girl's ass and stuff. As we talked about before, I don't like ass scars for ass implants. That freaks me out because the scar is usually right in the ass crack, and it surpasses the ass crack, so it goes up a little bit near the spine, and it looks like she either had a tail or she's hairy or old. I can't tell what's going on there, but it gives the illusion of something really gross, so I don't like that. What else? I hate small dicks and like elf dicks. Okay, so this is a term that I've made up on my own, but elf dicks are dicks that like they're smallish, and then they curve up, and then the head is smaller than the shaft, and that's just like, I don't want to see that. Why did you get a job in porn anyway? And then often they're out of shape, and it's like, holy crap, don't be out of shape if you're gonna be a male porn star. You guys already gross me out. Just at least be in shape, right? So like the parts of you that I have to see is not like a distended belly or, you know, stuff like that. It's like, ugh, so awful, right? And then like in some positions, like when the girl's bent over and then the guy is fucking her from behind, and sometimes you can see like his chode and his asshole and all that stuff, and it's like, come on, I want to just see the girl. So focusing on the guy at all is like really gross. The type of porn that I would prefer to watch, to be honest, like the thing that gets me going the most is guys that I know masturbating. So if I could have like video of like guys that I think are cute, or guys that I know, or celebrities like just like jerking it, and I can't see them and stuff, Like, I would love that. I've always wanted my roommate to do a video like that for me, but he's like, no, that's weird. It's stupid. I'm like, fuck you. Why? It's so hot. It's like the hottest thing ever. And that for some reason just like makes me come like really fast. But I don't watch that porn because male porn stars are just gross, and the amateur guys, it's like so hard to find a really hot one. So it's like, just, that sucks that the genre that I would like the most, if it were some weird way that it can't be, it doesn't exist, so I can't watch it. But what I like is, I think I like the best is threesomes or foursomes, all guys, no extra, or all girls, no extra guys, all guys, fucking gay porn. So like two or three girls and one guy, and hardcore porn. I like blondes, obviously, with big boobs, or Asians with big boobs, which does not happen. Asa Akira is not really attractive to me. She's got a really ugly face, and her boobs are, like, small and whatever, and she primarily does anal. And people who primarily do anal, I don't really like that much, because I don't like huge asses, and that's often a focal point in the porn that is only anal. And like I said, I also have some uneasiness with certain types of anal. Um, so yeah, I want like a bunch of different positions. I want the girl to be fun and open and loud, but not like obnoxious. There's a lot of porn stars that are like really clearly faking it, and they're obnoxious and they're like, yeah, fuck my ass, and they have this like fake accent. It's just fucking awful. Like, stop. Like, I love Jessie Jane, and when Jessie Jane and Riley Steele are fucking a guy together, that's like super hot. But at the same time, Jessie Jane like overacts, and she like gets frantic, and it's like really awkward and like fake and creepy. So it's like it detracts from the hotness of what's going on. But I think that pair is my two favorite, and it sucks that they're like, you know, not the youngest and the newest porn stars. So that means there's not as much good content that's new and HD and everything. But like, I really like them because they're really thin and tiny and petite, and I love that. And they're both blonde. And when they fuck a guy, it's usually like not the worst guy. He's like fit and stuff. Like, I saw one where they were like flight attendants, and another where they were like in the army or something, and all that stuff is cool. I like themes, but only for like the outfits. I don't care for like a long story. I'm sure you guys can empathize with not wanting to watch a long story. Like, a girl getting undressed in a sexy way is one thing, but like having a really long, like, they're not actors. They're not good at acting. They should like stick to just, fucking, because everything else is kind of awful, right? Yeah, like trying to make a storyline that seems realistic with characters that aren't good at acting at all in the first place. They're just like, you know, whatever. But I don't really like, for some reason, all of the Mexican porn star chicks, other than like Leela Starr after all of her plastic surgery. Like, they kind of turn me off. I like bondage in porn, but when it gets to the point where they're like tying like things around their nipples so that their nipples become pink, and like things that like distort the body and make the body look gross, I don't like that. But like, my favorite porn would be two tiny blondes and a huge like buff guy, like pretty much raping them, but they're enjoying it, that kind of thing. And just like really hardcore, like really like just pounding them with his dick and stuff like that. I think that'd be really cool. I also think porn should more often be filmed in a cinematic style. This may be like a girly thing, but I feel like if you could take hardcore porn and combine it with the porn or the sex scenes that you see in movies, where they have like really crazy, awesome music, and like everything flows nice and cinematically, and you can like see different parts of the body, and then like you zoom in on like the hardcore part, like the actual fucking and stuff. If you could combine those two, that would be really hot and really awesome, and they could do like effects to make the people look perfect, rather than like, I hate watching HD porn sometimes because like the girls have a lot of imperfections, like let's say a pimple on your ass, or like, really ugly teeth and stuff, and I feel like adding a little bit of Hollywood to it and more like high production stuff would take away from that, because the girls would look more perfect and it would be more of like a fantasy. And I know watching like certain sex scenes in movies always turned me on, and I wish that there was actual porn of that, and that could like help with the whole like wanting to see your favorite like Hollywood actresses and actors in porn, because it would be kind of similar. I don't know, I'm just all over the place. Solo female is sometimes okay for me, or like lesbian, because of how much I hate male porn stars. Like, I'm totally fine with watching lesbian. I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, that's so boring, I want to see this bitch get rammed with a dick. But for me, often it can be distracting or gross if like the guy is awful. So yeah, I find it very hard to find good porn in my opinion because I think I'm kind of picky. But at the same time, it's like I really wish porn was a more accepted thing in our society so that like more high class people would do it. Like maybe actresses and actors would do it. You would get to see like different sides of that, or like bodybuilders. I think that would be pretty cool if it didn't make you such a like slut and a piece of shit in society to do stuff like that. Then there would be more high class people doing it, but since there's only like lower class people to choose from, and you like have to assume that they have some kind of issues because they can deal with such hate from like society and like not being able to get a regular job afterwards and like pretty much being shunned, it like sucks, you know. So I'd rather live in society where like porn is understood and it's all very safe and it's an industry that is very regulated, and like even though porn makes a lot of money, like the porn industry, not like necessarily each girl or guy, the porn industry does make a lot of money, but at the same time it's very like, you know, under the table, underground. Like no one is going to. It's kind of like I've been talking about on my Terra show and Zoom in Games. Like no one's going to endorse that kind of thing because of how taboo it is to society, and I think that kind of sucks. So yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments about what your favorite porn is, what things you don't like, what things you do like, what categories you search for. I search for porn star because I don't like just like regular, like if you go to blonde or if you go to Asian, you get a bunch of like amateur stuff with like flappy titties and stuff. I want like big, huge fake tits and a fit body and the most decent face possible if there's gonna be cum shots. Like I don't really care for cum shots. I think it's like a girl thing, like, cause I can't ever come on a girl's face, and like a lot of porn stars have really ugly faces, so it's like I don't want to see them like this close, going like ah, and like looking awful. It's like a turn off to me. And as much as I love cum, and as much as I love actually enacting that and being the girl in it, I don't like focusing on a different girl getting a cum shot on her face with like a fisheye lens. It just makes them look bad, and it's not my favorite. Like I would rather a guy like from afar come on her face and then her tits or something than like have to be like up close like blah, blah, you know what I mean. I'm sure everyone will disagree with me on that, and I've like understood that guys like that because you know guys can come on girls faces and it's like kind of a dominating sexy thing to do that, but I don't have that, you know, I don't have those secretions and I don't do that, and I'm more hetero than I am bisexual. I am bisexual, but you know, I could never be a lesbian, like, ever. Oh my god, I need cock. Like, girls are beautiful to look at, and girls are sexy and stuff, and fun to play with, but they can never take the place of a guy, that's for sure. So, yeah. Yeah, let me know. I fucking have a problem with my washer. I have a problem with my dishwasher, and I broke one of the slidey doors to a closet of mine. And I put in an order yesterday for 9 a.m. and the guy never showed up. And like the bitch, when she was taking my order in the office, seemed really bitchy and like she didn't want to do it. And she's like, So I feel like she just fucked me over. So I'm gonna call and be like, I had an appointment for 9 a.m. I got back from the gym and showered by the time he was supposed to be there. I sat there until 10 o'clock and then fell asleep on the couch. And so now I still can't do my laundry, which is crazily piling up. I'll even put, like, at the end of this, like, what my dryer's been doing, or what my washer's been doing. It's been fucking crazy. But yeah. Bye, guys. Oh, let's take a fucking thingy. There we go. Bye.